Hi everyone, this is User One. Today I'm playing as still Michelle Jefferson. I'm going to the attorney's office now, and I'm gonna discuss this law that forbids people from filming in public. Because I believe that even in Russia you're allowed to film police, but here you must get a permission, which is just weird. Anyway, I think that's him or her. Oh, that's a her. Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's go talk to her. So we just stopped for this occasion. Let's go. We wanna look respectable, right? You know? Right, let's go. Sound mic only. This FM radio. Okay, there's the offices. Are you by any chance representative of state courts? Nah, not representing home partner with them. Have we been talking on the phone? Have we been talking on the phone? I can't quite tell. Oh, right. Hi, I'm Michelle. F shake. 80. Let's do some formal shaking. Pleasure to meet you, Michelle. That's a hell of a shake. It's more like a arm shake, not a sound mic only. Nice to meet you. Oh, I forgot to start recording this. Alright, whatever. Like, I forgot to start recording this in character-wise. So can we... Yeah, sure.
I got kids, you know.
I guess. Hold on, I'm gonna let her go first. Begins recording. Hides her phone in her pocket. There you go. Still away. There you go. Now we're going. Ooh, fancy. Cuckoo. Sorry. I'm really bad with names. Sarah. What was your last name? I'm trying to get her to repeat it for the audio recording. Takes a sit on the chair, nodding. Chair sit free. There we go. Alright, so you and you're part of state courts here in Red County. Yeah, okay. So I've had an issue with a particular law, section 2, chapter 21, I believe. Oh. Unauthorized photography. Eyes, Joe. Maybe we come here in 2 minutes. So fucking rude. Hey, you know what? Finish up your meeting. Okay. I thought. Can you kindly have a seat over there? I kinda came over here for a meeting, excuse me. Thank you very much. Do you have to AFK here? Whatever. Alright. So, unauthorized photography. Have you heard of that law? Oh, yep. It forbids filming prohibits people from photographing certain areas and other people without their permission. Could you wait outside, please? See, glares at Alexandra annoyed. Look at this. Everyone. I'm doing something, can you fuck off? Oh my god, just... You can't say that though, because you're trying to look respectable. You don't want to lose your credibility. Even though she is wearing... Hi, don't interrupt. You want to continue, miss? So... No, thank you. So... It forbids civilians filming without authorization of filming other people without their permission. Correct? This is right. So, for example, there are several issues with this that contradict the Constitution of United States. For once, if how am I meant to report police misbehavior if the alleged corrupt police officer does not give me permission to film them? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, no. Yeah, I thought my computer froze for a second. Whew, Jesus. Alright. There are various contradictions to penal code which contradict the federal law. Okay, that's good. That's good thing I recorded that. That's good thing I recorded that from a state office. So she just admitted that penal code contradicts the federal law. she just admitted that on audio. That's fucking awesome. Eyes Alexander. Excuse me. Could you leave? With all due respect. You're interrupting my meeting. You're being extremely rude. I'm asking you politely. Thank you. Fucking hell, no one has manners in this town. Alright. So, as you said, the penal code contradicts the federal law? Surely there would be a good reason for that. At some provision stated. Why is it that the penal code contradicts the federal law? And how is that possible? Goddamn, I'm feeling like a lot of changes are about to happen. That's the feeling of calm before the storm, you know what I mean? I'm gonna grin because I know I'm recording all this. The penal code can't contradict the federal law in line of broadcasting laws. Exactly. Why so though? Why does it? Why is it that the current penal code is unconstitutional? In terms of broadcasting. This is important because it's you can't record a criminal unless the criminal gives you permission to film them. Unless you're a cop, I guess. But if you're a civilian and there's no cops around, you're fucked. This is why there's so much crime going on, and I'm trying to fix that the legal way. I'm not trying to do a hostile takeover. I'm trying to fix it the legal way. You know what I mean? It's time someone steps up and, well, the penal code is drafted, but just to state call an agreement with the consent from the state police high command. Why with? Okay. Okay. Wait. So, state police high command. Why state police high command? Why not federal agents? Even that current adjustments that have been made are in line with federal broadcasting laws. However, every other state allows public filming of anyone in public. Let me give you a scenario. A criminal is breaking into your car. You take out your cell phone to film them. They tell you to delete the footage. Right then, you are legally obliged to do so. That is where the law is at right now. I'm not concerned on how it's being enforced. I'm concerned with the fact that the law is unconstitutional. It forbid this First Amendment, freedom of expression. I have the right as a US citizen to criticize anyone for any reason. To speak my opinion. However, there may be exclusions listed in the law. You may have seen that. Exactly. The government. This reminds me a lot of a book I read. Here's a quote from the book. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Have you read that book? It's Animal Farm. It's about how animals rose against the farmers. Then the pigs formed a new government under a presumption that all animals are equal, similar to how Constitution implies that all people are equal. However, this law right here that excludes the government, that just violates all of that. Exactly. I think all government employees need to learn that book. Oh, whoops. Let me see. Chair, sit. Talking about photography law 2.1, yes. And while they're at it, They should also read the Constitution. What's exclusions as the state of the law? Yes. About that. Does any device used for security purpose can be excluded from the law, but it states CCTVs in particular. It doesn't state any device. Pretty sure it states CCTVs in particular. That's to provide an example. That's not clear at all. Another mention. Any surveillance device. And how is surveillance defined then? Why not just allow recording in public, just like every other state? We allowed marijuana, but we forbid the First Amendment. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. That's something to question with definition of the law indeed. And while we're at it, if I'm allowed to call my camera a surveillance device, then then I have the right to film people without their permission? That's a variable clause. See, that's a problem. Nothing in the law should be variable. It should be defined. Variable causes corruption. Okay? I can't really change the law, but another point I would like to make about exclusion. About exclusions from that law. Another exclusion is journalism, but I was nearly arrested for that reason, because it defines journalism as members of SAN or Red County Radio. Why doesn't it allow independent journalists that are not funded by the government? Ma'am, with all due respect, I do not come for your opinion on the matter. I come to clear up the issue I have with the constitutional law. I want things to be right for people. I want people in this state to have the same rights as in every other state. I think that just makes sense. Don't you? And it's a major issue that we justice have forgotten to review for that exact definition in the law. So are you saying you do not review the exact the definitions of the law before you enact them? I don't enact them, Miss Jefferson. Who does then? Can I contact them? Can I speak to them about this? Not really. If you provide me with your deals, I'll forward them. Okay. Well, what has to happen before the law becomes constitutional again? Because at the worst case scenario, once the people find out that the law is unconstitutional, things might not be as good. Well, history shows that it's not a good practice. It's not a good practice. Exactly. So what will you do about this? Would you contact whoever is responsible for me and come back to me with their response on the matter? Obviously and strictly. Okay. Okay, that would be great. Just please do come back. I'll leave my email. You would you like to be in touch with one of the justices? Both. My email is michelle.jefferson@ifind.info. Full PM user one gaming. Okay, cool. So I'm getting shit done. I'm turning the government on its head for making unconstitutional laws. That's why I'm playing in America. Alright, let's do this shit. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day. Stands up. Alright. Offers Sarah a handshake. F shake 80. Let's do this shit. I think I need to stand back a little bit. There you go. Thank you for being such a responsible citizen. Yay! Thank you. No problem. No problem. I'll be in touch. I haven't even talked about the protest law, but you know, some other counties also have that law. So I didn't really touch on that. I really want to fix this issue first. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna save that for the future, so I can still remain relevant and, you know, keep in touch. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. You want to change the law? You gotta change it yourself. Stay awesome.